Okay, YouTube. Let's do a music talks episode 25. I saw it. I saw it. I saw the piano tutorial. Let me wipe this down a little bit. I saw the piano tutorial and me teaching or attempting to teach me teaching uh, uh, attempting to teach you how to play human nature. And then I said, I didn't think that was so great. So I looked at other videos. And, if we talk about chord structure, moving from the 4 to the 5, B minor 7. What does that mean to you? Let's have a heart-to-heart conversation. What does that mean to you when I say let's move from the 4 to the 5? Or if I go from the 4 to the 6 to the minor 6, and we're moving up to the 5, which is a major chord, and we're gonna climb up from the 2nd, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that if you're a beginner piano player, that is going to mean absolutely nothing to you. That's gonna mean, this is a little, wish I get some more clarity on there. If you're a beginner piano player, that's gonna mean nothing to you. And I'm trying to think about, like, wow, Josh, how did you learn how to play the piano? You're not self-taught. You're not self-taught because apparently, you sat down with a classical teacher uh, so finish that intro. And I said to myself, I said, you actually sat down with a teacher for a season. And I'm saying literally a season. You actually sat down with a teacher for a very short season. 2019, June 1st, 2019 to somewhere around 2020. But how did you learn how to play piano. And this is something that I don't even know if it can be taught, but I have the discipline. Wiping my keys down. I'm not going to drink C4 because I'm going to go to sleep after I leave this, but I had to think about that. I said, dude, you had the discipline to take the foundation, because even though, if I look back in my book, I'll tell you where we stopped at. C major scale she drew out for me. B major, E flat, A flat. I didn't even complete. I didn't even complete all the 12 keys. I stopped at A flat, B, E, A, the third key. And that's how short my learning session was. COVID took place. Everything stopped. The world came to a halt. I mean, you could sit down and try to learn virtually, but you know, I had my views about learning virtually, but how did you how did you how did you you know, where did the rest of that come from? And I'm thinking to myself as I'm going through teaching or attempting, where did where did the rest of that come from? And I don't even know if I got to a point of frustration, but I'm like, I had to think about it. I said, dude, you have something in you that a lot of people, from my personal experience, from my observation, you've got something in you called drive. You've got a drive that a lot of people, I'm not going to say a lot of people, but it's for my people around me. You got this insatiable drive that people don't have. Literally a drive that kept you going. It's almost on autopilot, and with that drive comes or came the discipline. And I say if you're gonna teach the piano, what happened? I was taught just the simplest form of how to play the piano. And when I say the simplest forms, you know, literally the simplest forms, wrong finger on the key of B flat, but you were taught the simplest forms of piano. You caught the ball and you ran the rest of the way. That's the reason why it's like, well, how did you learn human nature? And I have the song somewhere amongst these papers. I have the song, but did I even get a chance to look over the song? No. I literally sat down I watched John Picaro play it. I looked at a couple of tutorials, and I'm not even saying look to the point of learning, but my ears, when I say my ears literally picked up the I saw him play it, and now I can kind of understand. I really can understand why my music teacher told my parents to come over here. I can understand. I can get that now, just by that example. I like it. Now I can understand. It hit me like a ton of bricks. 8, 18, 20, 30. It hit me like a ton of bricks almost 40 years later about what my violin teachers saw. What my violin teachers saw. And I thought to myself, I had to think to myself, I said, how did I learn the song Human Nature? How did I? And I'm trying to, and this goes to show you. After love is gone, rainy days and Mondays, be ye glad. We don't get into that. X Factor. How did I learn it? How did I learn it? Maybe that's the reason why I couldn't explain it properly. Because you sat down and you watched some TV, you watched some videos, you watched the creator of the song play it, and your ears literally took you there. The from the where we were going with it. You literally heard it. You literally heard the whole thing. And I don't know if this is a happy moment or a sad moment. Don't know. I don't know. Hold on for a minute. Love you, Lord. A B C F G H I F H I Hotel California. How does it feel? I look to you, Whitney Houston. I say a little prayer. Anyway, yeah, I got that laying around here and now. Great balls of fire. Goodness gracious. Buy you a drink, chim chimmery. Exhale, blah, 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 blah. All this love. All this love's waiting for you. Yeah, that's a long song. Whenever you call. Against all odds. Phil Collins, very good player. Anyway, I can't, and this is the reason why I said I know I pulled it, but I really didn't look at it because this goes to prove a point. It's like I really didn't even pull the sheet music for it. How did I learn that song? I love you, Lord. After the love is gone. Usually, if I'm working on a piece, it's front and center. front and center, checking out everything that I have in front of me. Be glad. Minuet, blah blah blah. Hold on. Oh please, because this is literally I had to ask the question. At the cross, Annie, stuff I've written out. I'm literally scouring the room at the moment. Take this book down. Yeah, I better find it within these classics. I need the every hour. For always. I'm baffled. I'm literally baffled because how did I learn that song? Now I understand what, I mean, I can even tell you how I learned, you know, this, not Eroso, but this Erebus, because I have the sheet music in front of me. But when it comes to learning, you know what? All right, hopefully it's under here. It's almost like I'm refusing to accept my fate. What a fool believes, you and I, water, make me sweat, make me water, rock with you, anytime, any place. Here we go. Human nature. Okay, I was about to freak out here. I was about to freak out over good news. Like, how did I learn it? You know, some people were brought to the brinks of insanity because they can't understand their geniusness. Even with this, the only part that I got to with this is I had to pull the sheet music because I'm looking at the Every Good Boy Deserves the one. So I had to read it. You know, now you guys can understand. I can tell when I'm not reading stuff. My ears try to pick it up, and I'm like, okay, read what's written. When I'm looking at the even the chord pattern, key of D. Ooh. Now that I'm reading it, see, and this is the reason why I can tell you, I did not. I watched Steve Carell play it, and I just began to play the song. I'm not going to even say on God because I won't have a heart attack. On everything, because I wouldn't even have the ooh factor when we got this G add A. So if we think about Good Boys Deserve Food. You know, now I'm reading it and I'm almost amazed at it. I think I might come up with something, a little new intro now. So let's see if I can Ah. So now you guys are seeing the reading kick in with the reading actually kick in with the brain, with the ooh, let me see where else I could do with that. Now I can understand at the tender age of 47 what my piano teacher saw in me. He saw a kid that can actually and I forgot what song. It was a song called Long Long Ago on Violin. Do 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 do. he saw that. He saw that, and that was pretty amazing. Now I'm starting to see it because it took that one example. I'm like, how did I learn that song, Human Nature? I literally was interested in the song, got into the story of Steve Porcaro, and sat down, and it was so let's see if I can speed it up. So he didn't even play it like that. That's something I just pitch it. I was like, that sounds cool. You know. So there's an element there. There's an element there that he couldn't teach. There's an element there that he couldn't teach. There's an element there that I already had that he wanted to work with. Wow. There's an element that I can't teach. However, that's something that I would like to work with, something that I would like to shape. When it comes to even my piano teacher, when I was bringing to her songs, she used to try to teach me how to play that. But then I just came in with a. And I came in like that, and she asked me if I had perfect pitch, and I was like, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. And what I took from her and what she started to build in me was the solid foundation. Solid foundation. So no, can I teach you how to play the piano? No. But what I can do is I can instill in you a solid foundation. I can instill into you a solid foundation of how to play piano at its root, at its core. And the rest is going to be up to you. I can build you. I can start out a solid foundation. I can it's almost me likening it to I can build you a solid house, but you are going to have to furnish that house with furniture. And what I mean about furnishing a house with furniture is, I mean, literally, do all the extra work, the hard work to get the furniture inside the solid house that I built for you. If you can keep that concept in mind, even you. Remember. Where we go? Yeah, I can build you. I can build. I can help you build a solid foundation. And you're gonna have to do the rest. And by you doing the rest, that means doing exactly what I did, pulling the sheet music, watching other people play, watching the originators of them play, understanding. Speed it up. Anyway, I'm getting lost in the sauce. You're gonna have to do the rest of that work. But I'm here for you as a resource. I'm here for you as a resource, and I can point you to other resources that are very helpful. Yeah, that is something I realized. I watched that tutorial of me trying to attempt to teach it, and I was like, "Wow, well, Josh, how did you learn the song?" And I was like, "How did I learn the song?" And I said, "Wow, you have something that you can't teach. You can teach how to build a foundation. You can teach how to build a solid foundation. You can give somebody a solid foundation. You can even build a solid house, but they're going to have to furnish it and take care of it. Like, subscribe, share. I think this is music episode 25. I can't teach you piano, but what I can teach you is this. Peace.